Now we are connected with the one and only Vina Muliana. Good morning, Vina.
Hi, Vina. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Oh my God, you're amazing. You create a content and the content make a great impact and the impact turns back to you as you are, granted
Right.
Got rewarded
from the exactly amazing. So how do you start to make a content on TikTok and why do you interest in making it?
Yeah, because normally we're used to
Well,
seeing
at
like
first-
dancing and
Exactly.
things like that on TikTok. So
Yes.
that's first for me. So go ahead.
Okay, yeah, well, at first, it's never been my fully intentions to be a content creator, let alone as an influencer. But it was February 2021, and it was still on pandemic. I still remember that we are all looking for new entertainment in the digital world,
Yeah.
right? So I stumbled upon the TikTok to entertain myself because we all are working from home
Sure.
and we are seeking the new entertainment. But then the TikTok algorithm, I think it misplaced me as one of the workers or one of the day-to-day job lady. And it in my FYP page or For You page, I see a lot of videos about looking for jobs and on millennials and corona millennials are looking for a job, but they don't even get one. So I think I've been in that position. I've been looking for a job, but it's not an easy thing to do. So that's when I started to make videos from February 2021 until now, and the rest is history.
Wow,
So
cool.
coronials. I
Coronial.
just learned something new today. That there's
See,
actually a term.
see, even she can,
Millennials.
she
You're
can
teaching
teach
me
us
even in
something
this interview.
new for
Yeah,
us.
exactly.
Amazing.
So,
Full of
So Vina, I was just
things.
talking to Shafira before today's program, and she told me how difficult it is to actually create content. There's a lot of
Yeah.
content creators out there that we just see the final product of, but we don't see the process behind it. And
Yeah.
she told me it's really difficult, to make all this content and balance your time in between. Now, you yourself, you work at one of the state-owned enterprises. How do you balance the time between work and educating people on online platforms, or AKA creating content?
Well, it's still been one of the most challenging parts of being a content creator and a state-owned enterprise employer. But I think what I did right now until today is maximizing my time and the weekends or after work. So from weekdays from 8 to 5 p.m., I've full focus, putting my full focus on work in SOEs, and then after that, I barely can write my own content and shooting my own content for TikToks and replying to comments from my followers.
Yeah.
So it's basically maximizing the time that I have.
wow, so
That
cool.
takes time too, Shafira. Don't forget to reply whenever I comment on your
That
posts.
is the hardest things, to
Yes.
reply the DMs or the messages. I'll try to read all of the messages.
Oh.
It's one of, it's like consuming your time very much.
Easy for me, though. I don't get that.
Yeah. And because we tend to forget about everything else, right? We
Yep.
swipe away by the social media and everything, but she's keeping it balanced. She's still doing her work and then make a great content. And again, she granted by from Forbes magazine. So, Vina, let's focus on what you made on TikTok and social media. You're focusing on people to help people to find a job by making a great resume.
Yeah.
So for based on your perspective, for a person who is first-time job seeker or changing career in their 30s or probably 40s, what could they include in their CV if they don't have the experience on the new jobs they are seeking?
Tricky one.
Okay. So I think the best way to put out the resumes to looking for jobs is to not putting one resume that fits all. So actually, this is the biggest mistake that fresh graduates make. They make one CV, then that CV is are sent to all of employers that looking for an employee. So the key here is to not tailoring your CV to all roles. So it's very important for you to have a specific CV to a specific role, so that the more personalized CV that you make, the more higher chance that you get into the next round of the recruitment system. And also, it's always important for you to have and not only focusing on yourself, but how you manage your skills to suit the best needs of employers, that you can picture yourself as the best candidate out there.
It's interesting because I always thought it was a bit of the opposite, whereas you should try to make it
Yeah.
more general so that any potential
Yeah.
employer could see, oh, this person not only is suitable for this job, but has
Yeah.
a wide variety of, but I guess it makes sense the other way as well. Now,
yeah.
well,
Yeah.
speaking of mistakes, you mentioned that is one of the biggest mistakes that people make, but on a resume itself, what are some of the perhaps do's and don'ts that well, I guess we could just use my resume as an example because my resume, I'm sure, is horrible. I had not been looking at it all. It's just very basic.
It's so basic.
But what are some of the most common mistakes that people make on their CVs?
Well, the first thing is exaggerating the truth. Yeah, you always
Okay.
have to be genuine.
Okay.
Yeah, you have always to be genuine and put your personal info,
Yeah.
but not too much. People are tend to take it too much on when they're looking for a CV. You don't have to put all of your information. You just
Okay.
have to set specific informations
Okay.
that are very same and are needed for a specific role. That's the key, the first one. And the second thing is a poor formatting. If you are writing it in English, please check your writings, check your grammar, and also please do putting the contact information that are really relevant for you.
Okay.
Let us recruiters know that you can be contacted at
Sure.
any time. Don't
Not your
put
boss from
the
like 20 years ago.
contact information that you can be contacted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I learned something new. I tried to reflect to my own CV. It was so bad.
Oh, and by the way,
Because it's so boring.
yeah, yeah.
Very basic.
I think I can add a tip there as well. When it comes to references, if you do put somebody down for a reference, it would help that you let that person know as well that you're currently looking for a job and
Right,
someone may
right.
contact
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Because I've been contacted once before in my life where somebody used me as a reference. I had no
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
And then I was caught off guard. And it made this person not look so great because I was like, who or what? You know what I mean? So
Yes.
yeah, you want to avoid that by letting people know that you put it down.
Okay. So, Vina, there are three main types of CV, if I'm not mistaken. Chronological CV, functional, or skill-based CV, and combination CV. Which one should we provide for what type of job?
In fact, my question would be, what are the differences between those three as well?
I think I messed up with the description. Okay.
As far as I know, actually, the best CV is the CV that the CV that are required and get a lot of information that are needed for specific jobs.
Okay.
So it's not really matter what type of CV it is, as long as it gets the information that employer needs. That's the best CV that you can write.
Okay.
So for example, you are playing for a designer role where you are looking, or they were looking for a for very creative people with a highly technical skill of design things. You have to reflect that on your CV. You have
Okay.
to design the CV that are really creative, catching the eye of attention. But it's very different when you are applying for auditor role or maybe a finance guy,
Okay.
right? It's more like a black and white CV, more of what you write than what you are portraying on the CV. So it's basically based on what you are looking for, the job that you are looking for.
okay.
So it's best for you to know what kind of a people that are fit into your job. Then you are tailoring your CV based on that information.
Okay, so if I was to say, if I was a graphic designer applying for a job at an ad agency, I'd probably want a skill-based one because they would want to see what I'm capable of
Yeah,
doing, then,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
chronological
Yeah, right.
would be something like an accountant, and maybe could see
Yeah.
the how long I've been with a particular company at what particular point in time and
Yeah.
things like that. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, makes sense.
Interesting. Yes, of course. So, for the employers, what is the first thing an employer looks for in a CV, Vina?
Well, the first thing that we look is that these people or this candidate, did they have the skills that are required for the job?
Oh, yeah, that's important.
So you are not really have to put the general informations like your experience thing
Okay.
and your description for your previous role, but we're looking for what have you been achieved or what impacted have you been gained from your previous employer. That's really speaks to us when we are looking for someone who's the CV itself are applying for jobs, right? So it's really important for you to write a quantifiable impact or quantifiable skills of what you have done before, so that we can know, oh, you can become a person like blah 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 and something that which very fits to the position.
Oh, it's interesting, Vina, because Paul, now everything is so digitalized. Everything is digitalized. Some people create a CV with the app and everything. What about the decoration? Because I put the decorations on my top of the profile.
Yes.
Sometimes I put the pictures.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Vina? Is that annoying or distraction?
As long as it's not bothering or it's not covering the main information for the CV, which is your skills, your general informations, what you have done before, what your achievements are, that's okay. But it's become a problem when it's covering up and it's become the main
too many
focus
graphics.
That is my intention. To distract
to be your general skills or what you have done before, not always the icons or the colors.
Yes.
Except you are applying for the designer role or someone who are really have that kind of a specific design skills that are required for let alone a designer or an illustrator job.
Or if it's like funny or creative, then that actually helps, because you, like I said, if you're applying for an ad agency, that's something that's a plus.
Because I remember one of my friends, not just me, when we go to the last interview for the graduate from university, just wear the pink cover, so they will distracted by your thesis. It doesn't work at all. And I'm thinking about to make a CV for as festive as possible, so they will distracted by the CV and they will look at me and they will call my name first. Because this is interesting. Let us just call her.
So it's more like eye-catching. So people in a pile of CVs, perhaps they might see yours because it's hot pink or fuchsia.
Exactly, but not ideal for not for everyone.
Yeah. Either way, I think I got to take hobbies out of my CV. I don't think that's relevant anymore these days. I've been making CVs since the 80s. So anyway, Vina, we mentioned earlier you were named as one of Forbes Indonesia's 30 under 30. So congratulations once again. You were a Digital Star 2022. What does this mean to you? And can you share a little bit about how you felt when this was announced? Because obviously you didn't even expect to create content or be a content creator on TikTok, let alone be awarded for creating content.
Yeah, well, it's been still surprising me till this moment, because the main intention of my content creation on social media is always to help people. Then that's never changed for the long as it gets. So basically what it means to me becoming one of the honoree of Forbes 30 under 30 and Forbes the Indonesia Digital Stars is it's become a milestone for me and become a reminder that you can get to this point because you help a lot of people. So in my future, I think I want to help more people from my contents that I uploaded on social media, and also I can encourage and inspire other people to also make a content that are positive and to make a social media ecosystem is more positive and fun.
Right, and all great things, I think, come from good intentions.
Exactly, very
genuine.
positive.
Absolutely.
Amazing, Vina. So, Vina, we have series of quick questions for you for a quick answer.
Yeah, because she's a TikTok star, TikTok is all about speed, right?
Exactly.
You have to everything in like a short amount of time.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have like a quick rapid fire question round for you.
We're gonna test you now,
Yeah,
Vina.
you go ahead first.
Just pretend that we are the HR, okay? Okay, are you ready? Are you ready, Vina? Okay.
Okay, wish me luck.
All right. TikTok or Reels?
TikTok.
Of course. She's not gonna say reels. They're gonna take the award back.
Okay, take out that question. Okay.
All right, that was a little too easy. Okay, next.
Okay, influencer or BUMN's employee?
Well, you can be both. Why you choose one?
Of course.
Very politically
What
correct.
is the question? Okay, a good resume or a good connection? This one better.
A good connections.
Whoa, good. Yeah. All right. Actually,
All right.
I thought the same thing too. Everyone can
Exactly.
make a great resume, but if you have good
Exactly.
connections, you can move a little bit up there in the world.
Exactly, like Vina that we have. We have connection now.
Well, she
with
has
Vina.
both, so.
Right.
All right, Vina, thank you so much for your time. Really nice stuff
Thank you
with
so
you.
much, guys.
Like,
So
you
much
know,
fun having you
opening.
on the program. Thank you so much. You serve as such an inspiring role model for everyone
Exactly.
else out there that
Thank
we
you,
hope that
Vina.
continue to do good
Bye-bye.
things. Talk to you
Yes.
again soon.